Meanwhile, at Piedmont Community College, the Workforce Certification Academy is earning national recognition for its efforts to get workers back in the workforce.
Mr. Gordon Foote, Dr. Doris Carver, welcome to North Carolina Now.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, Dr. Carver, I'll start off with you. You are the Vice President of Continuing Education at Piedmont Community College. And one of the things that has been, you know, like a jewel at the college is the Workforce Certification Academy, or WCA. What prompted the start of this particular program?
Well, we recognized a couple of years ago the need for training people to enter positions in advanced manufacturing. We work closely with business and industry in our two counties, of Person and Castle County, and they were lacking the workforce that they needed. So we recognized that need. We worked with them to develop the Workforce Certification Academy, and in that academy we have the Certified Production Technician program and the Certified Logistics Technician program.
How long the program has been around, and how does one get involved in the program specifically?
Okay, the program at Piedmont Community College has been around since January of 2012. It's a Manufacturing Skill Standards Council certification program, and that organization has been around quite some time. And so basically the students come over to the college, Piedmont Community College, and they register for a class. Our approach is a three-pronged approach because we found that with the Jobs Now program, the three-pronged model works best. And that's an orientation class, the skills component class, which in this case is Certified Production Technician class, and the job search class. Under the orientation class, the students learn what careers in advanced manufacturing, what's available, what the pay is, what the training requirements are for that type of position. Orientation for the Certified Production Technician program, they learn about safety, manufacturing, maintenance, and quality. And then the job search, we help them with their applying for online jobs, resumes, and the students also come away with the North Carolina Career Readiness Certificate too.
Now, Gordon, of course, you are a graduate of WCA. What led you to the program?
I was in the unemployment office, and a very nice woman named Lucinda was working in there, and she overheard me talking to the receptionist. I was, I guess, frustrated, I don't know. And she guided me to the Workforce Center, and they were very receptive, and it just, one thing led to another, and I started the program, and it was a very good thing.
So while you were going through the program, what were some of the lessons you felt that you learned while you were there?
When I entered the program, having come from a construction background, primarily electrical work, I had no clue as to what was involved in the manufacturing process, and I'd say 90% of everything to me was new in there. So every day was a learning experience.
And at this point right now, how does it make you feel to be able to go through that program and now you're working? What does that do for you, especially someone who's had to deal with being unemployed?
Well, it was when I walked in the door on day one, I could pick up on terminology and see processes that were, in play, and the way things were set up. I felt that I already had experience with it. It was, the knowledge that I gained in the program was very useful.
This program has much acclaim, not only from the community college here, but also in Washington. What makes this particular program unique from other workforce programs?
Well, as Mr. Foote indicated, a lot of people that come to us are unemployed. A lot of them are dislocated workers. They've been out of school for a long time. In Gordon's case, he had a 4-year degree and lots of experience, and we see that too. But a lot of our students haven't been in the classroom for a number of years. And so we decided early on that we wanted a face-to-face classroom setting where the students come in, we have an instructor there, a well-trained instructor there to go through all the modules and to train them, work with them, give them hands-on experience. And that makes it different in that regard because most of these programs are online programs, but ours is face-to-face. And we've added extra equipment so that the students will know what's expected of them when they go out in the workforce. And that's what we hear from business and industries too. You know, while we're having to train them on our equipment, they understand the terminology, they understand the logic of the process.
What are the results that you've received or you've seen so far within the program?
Well, like you mentioned, we're getting a lot of recognition. Our community college president, Dr. Scott Rawls, brought a group up from Raleigh to hear about our program, and it's been presented to the U.S. Congress as a best practice model too in advanced manufacturing. So we're proud of that. The results are, which was our intention, is people are getting trained and they're getting jobs, and that's important so that they can have a good quality of life. We have about a 60% job placement rate. We're very proud of that. If a student comes through and they finish all 4 parts of the Certified Production Technician program, they start out making a little over $13 an hour. If they come through the Workforce Certification Academy and only complete parts of the Certified Production Technician program, they're still getting jobs. They start out at around $12.34 an hour, which is still great, you know, for our community. So we're excited to give this opportunity to our citizens.
And Gordon, since you've been a part of this, what type of advice would you have for somebody who may be considering becoming a part of this particular program?
It would be essential. Even anybody that's been in manufacturing could benefit from this program. As with anything else, manufacturing doesn't stop. And the advancement that goes on around you might be, you know, you might not notice it, but it's everywhere. So when you go to this class, they break it down and you can learn about the way things are going in manufacturing now.
And I understand because since you're one of the shining graduates of this program, even where you've been working, they've been giving you like glowing credit for what you've done as well as compliments, that nature. How does that make you feel having to make that transition to where you had to look for a job and now you're back at work? What does that do for you?
Well, being unemployed is pretty depressing. And going to, well, I got lucky. I've wound up with a company called Spun Tech Industries, and I've found myself in a position where they needed some skills that I had already acquired elsewhere, and I put them to good use, and it's worked out to both of our benefit.
Well, Dr. Carver, are there any efforts to perhaps add more to the academy? Where does it stand? What does the future look like?
Well, we continue to meet with business and industry, and since the time that Gordon went through, we've also added some new components to it, thanks to some additional grant funding. And so we've added rigging and moving, forklift operations, and hydraulics, and we also purchased a miniature manufacturing simulator, so we're excited about that. But the plans for the Workforce Certification Academy is each and every year to add at least one new program a year. And so far we're on track to meet those goals. In fact, we may actually add a second one this upcoming year.
And if our viewers may want to know more about the Workforce Certification Academy, where can they go?
They can go online to www.piedmontcc.edu, or they can call the main campus at area code 336-599-1181 and ask to speak with the HRD department, the Human Resources Development Department, and we'll be glad to help them.
Dr. Doris Carver, Vice President of Continuing Education at Piedmont Community College, serving Person and Caswell County, and Gordon Foote, who is a graduate of the Workforce Certification Academy. We thank you so very much for stopping by and sharing your insights, and continued success to the both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.